And once upon a time, there was a Dion painting done by Leonardo da Vinci, and the Mona Lisa is also once upon a time done by Leonardo da Vinci. The two are twins with different covers on the top, and then within the layers of the painting, they have the same images. I'm going to show you something which is quite confusing. So, and I've got quite a few YouTubes where I think I would get this out. So, for instance, if you take a look at this Mona, and you look at her in this area right here, you'll see this jolly green giant guy. You see him? He's right there. You see that big jolly green giant guy? So, I ended up blowing up an image that was in the green of mine, the same jolly green giant guy. Do you see him? Here he is, right here. Big shoulder, big arm, curved, okay? And he has this person right here with the nose looking down, and he has this person here looking at him. He's just a king. He's a rock. He reminds me of that movie Never Ending Story. He's a rock biter. Anyway, if you take a look at these two side by side, you see that they're the same images. They are absolutely the same. What he did is he tilted this on a 36 degree. That's why it's tilted. So he tilted mine because you can see the same pitch, you can see the same angle of the arm, and you can see the same face, same eye area, same round head, and it's quite cool. He's a very, very tricky guy. So I thought maybe you would be interested in seeing that small image in the Dion. Now, that isn't all why we're here. So, for instance, I'm going to take these out of the equation, and we got the Dion here to where it's going to get a little more confusing for me. So, in this particular, see the guy? He's blown up in a different color. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that he's made of rock. So I'm going to take this one out, and we're going to get into showing you the Mona Lisa in my painting, which is an X-ray, and here's the Mona Lisa itself. And if you see them side by side, now pay attention to this face. Do you see the face? Not yet? Okay, it's gonna get now I go over to, I wrote it down, I do believe it was threshold. And I do believe I kicked that to, see her coming alive in the face? You see the Mona? You see the same cut angle, the same cut angle. You see the face rolling. Okay, that's the X-ray that's inside mine, hidden in the Mona. That's only one area. Okay, now I'm going to cancel out on that, and I think I can go to curves. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give it a good try real quick, and let's see if it shows up. Yeah, there it goes. Do you see it? Do you see the Mona? See how the Mona comes alive right here? So I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to go to brighten and see if it brightens even more. Do you see that? See how the Mona coming alive? Now don't forget, he gives her a beak because he's into a bird. Okay? But when you lay the two over, they're the same. So now I'm just going to tone that down just a hair and back that off just a hair. Hit OK. Then I'm going to go over to this one, open it up, and go see if it goes over the top and see how the Mona fits. Let me try it in reverse because sometimes it works better over reverse. See how she lines up? She's something. Now he makes her move across the room, so there's going to be movement within this V area of his. As you see, is the V. But you know that when you set her in the particular area, she lines up just perfectly, and you can see it by when I adjust it. There, like that. So she shifts all the way over to him. She fits perfectly. When she's rotated down, you can tell that where she fits. So that's another one. Now I want to show you also that this particular area is the same that is in see if I got rid of it. Did I get rid of it? It's the same as this particular area. When you get into the overlays. So I'm going to show you by going to curves, and I go to options, then I go OK, and then I do my adjustments. Oh, well, I guess I can't do that one. I guess I have to do it in threshold. Oh, nope. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I gotta go to H. I gotta go to the D Tony, and then I hit that. And then what you end up with is this image behind the Mona Lisa, and that image exposes these images here, and these images come out to be, if you see, you see these lines here, there's actual lines and bodies in here, and those are the same. If you see this round circumference, this is a larger circumference. There's actual, here's a head, here's a head. So when you're all done, you should end up with, let's see if this highlights it real quick. You should end up with a proper image. No, that doesn't do it. So let me put this down. It's going to take me it only took me 7 hours to screw that one up. Okay, so this one and this one. So let me scoot this over and go back to this, and then what we're going to do is go into threshold, and when you move it in the threshold, you can get to a part there. You can get to this part, and you see the round, and then there's a back, and it slips around, and a leg comes out. So that's a big body curved like a fetus. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to blow this area up. And we're going to do the same. See if I can do it with the threshold, and it won't let me. So let me go to changing it and see if it does it that way. I might have grabbed the wrong sheet on there. Some of them have been used to where it won't let you, that I've already overexposed them. Okay, that might be it right there. Let's see. That might be just enough just to get the job done with you. Okay, I think this will explain it. So when you take a look, you can see the curvature of the body. You can see how there's a head here. There's also a head here. Okay, and then it curves back and comes around. This curves back, comes around, and then you can actually see the movement here, kind of like a horse. Here's like a horse, and then you can see it come on down, and the leg. You can see the leg come down. Here's the straight. Here's the straight. Here's the drop. Here's the drop. Then you can see the back. Here comes the back, and then it comes on over and gives you a little round head. He blocks it with the lightness. He blocks it with the lightness. He cheats, okay? And he cheats so good that he got me, okay? Oh, look at that. You see this line that comes across here? Wow. Let me hit the OK. And here's a line here. I wonder if I blow this up and blow this up, if we're going to have even a better image. You see that? Because if you take a look at the circumference here, the circumference of this, it looks like the exact same circumference as the two. So let me blow this up to find out what it really looks like when it's blown up, if it's clear for you guys, because you guys want me to give you a diamond ring that's a AAA all the time, and I'm having a hard time dealing with anything of this guy's work, because he's very tricky and I'm just an amateur in a sense. Okay, so this is where he is here with this guy. Okay, you can see how this goes around, zips, goes around, zips, goes around. Kind of like he's riding a big old long doggy lizard or something, or two horses. And so here it is, right there, like two heads, and he's riding it. This is it right here. I know it is. So what I'm going to do, you can actually see that these two will most likely fit right over. Yeah, this one needs to be blown up a little more, because you can tell that it wants to meet the puzzle piece. Yeah, that's it. See, now this has a snout that comes out, this one has a snout that comes down, but if you take a look, his inner works fits. He has them in layers, so every time you penetrate, it changes. So for us to see, now this is the Dion, and this one here is the Mona Lisa. Now we know where that one lies, right? So what we'll do is that we'll take a look at another Mona, which I probably gotten rid of. Let's see. Nope. Already I've gotten rid of all my Monas. Ah, that one right here. Okay, so we got a Mona, and it's right here. So when we put this up in there, it's going to be right here. Right? No, it's going to be right here. That's it. Let's see what we got right there. If anything, shows up decent. Okay, so now we see very, very little, because it's under a different layer color, and we see this one, which is of this area. Now we flip this back and see if we can cheat that out by doing an image steal that so happens to give you, oh, let's try, the odds are threshold ain't going to do it, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, and we'll slide this over and we'll see what this looks like. My belief, it's this right here, is this right here, and this right here is this right here, but I want to try a different layer. So we go to here, we go to curves, we go to options, we go to darken, we go to OK, we go up here, I get it out of the way a little, and we see what we can do with it. It's changing too much in a different way, so I'm just going to hold that right there, move this on over, go over here. Whoa, it won't let me go over the top, so we're going to have to accept it. So we'll say okay, we accept it. That means either I want to keep it later or don't. And I'm able to take this and put this over the top. It's got a big notch with a run across. This has a big dinosaur look. Okay, so this has a big dinosaur look. This has a more round face. Oh, here's the round face. See? So, whoops. We pull that down. We pull this over. Oh, so it's already over to its max. So that makes this slide down, go up, slide down, go up, and that's where she fits. Okay, I wonder what this X here is, if it even exists into here. Well, he's got some kind of line going right through here, see? I wonder if this guy shows up with the hat. He's got some kind of loopy thing here, and it's got a dog face. Yeah, dog face, that's it. So we're in the right area. That's what we have to do. But don't forget, each time I change this layers, it comes out either closer or farther apart. So I know I'm in the right area as I just have to hit the layers. Now I'm going to take and not keep that one because I want to get it more in tune. And this one might have to keep for this. Let's see. Now this is the sleeve. Let me show you. It's going to get a little tricky here. You see this kind of like triangle, but this is actually the skull. The skull is actually in the Mona on the right side. But if you take a look at this guy, you see this guy, it's round head looking like an Indian person. You see how it runs straight on up with like a twig of a plant and comes and looks like it's got a speaker aiming this way, kind of like a triangle speaker to blow out for a concert. Well, here it is. This is turned though, so when you take it, now don't worry about the extras on the side. That's his builds. And then, but anyway, it goes up. Here's the plant leaf, and it kicks on over, and there is the speaker. So right here. So for you to see that, I just go to hand. I hit right click and hit rotate, and then I turn this like this. Okay. And then I just go back to hand and collect my hand, and then I lay these two side by side with you for you to see. And the reason why it flips because I don't know how to keep it held after it's been turned, but you can see that this particular image is the same as this that runs on down. And this image is the Dion painting. Turned sideways because he did it most likely at a 36 percent degree, and this one right here is Salvator Mundi. I made a mistake on one of my YouTubes. Well, like I was calling him Salvator Mundi, but Salvator Mundi is Sali, but I kept meaning to say Sali. So if anybody caught that blooper of mine, technically it's not a blooper, but it's a it wasn't what's like, you know, that isn't what I meant to say, even though it's correct of the person, but it was not of, you know what I'm trying to say. I hope you do. And this is, whoops, this is the Mona Lisa, and then this is the Mona Lisa. Oh, I have another one for you to see that you guys are gonna really kind of say, this guy's really kicking. Yep, I'm kicking all right. I'm kicking myself. But in the corner also that we were working on the Dion and the Mona Lisa,